With the deletion of these clauses on the Income Tax Act, I have indicated, Honorable Speaker, that we intended to give exemption to mamambogas, subsistence farmers, small-scale traders, anyone who is required to file their returns using e-teams, Honorable Speaker, they were going to be exempted. And especially for our farmers and micro-enterprises, Honorable Speaker, whose gross income is below £1 million shillings, they would not need they never needed or would not have been required to file their returns through e-teams. But Honorable Speaker, if you can protect me from Honorable Kawanjiko, who is conversing in Kikuyu behind me. I was saying, Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Kawanjiko, for instance, Shiko from Ruaka, who is a small-scale trader, would not have required to have an e-teams to file her returns if her gross income is below £1 million shillings. All that is lost, Honorable Speaker, now with the deletion of all these clauses. Honorable Speaker, we were going to introduce minimum top-up tax to multinationals, not for Kenyan companies, Honorable Speaker, but for multinationals to be able to top up their taxes if they are paying in other jurisdictions a tax rate that is lower than that which is being paid for here. For instance, Honorable Speaker, if there's a multinational operating in Kenya and through profit transfers they are paying, say, 15% in another country, and here the corporate tax rate is at 30%, to top up that 15%. And that would have meant that those multinationals would have paid more taxes to us and generated more revenue. That, again, Honorable Speaker, is lost. More importantly, Honorable Speaker, for me, many Kenyans, especially many business people, came to us and said that they are owed hundreds of billions by our county governments and even by government ministries. While they are owed by government, both at the county and national level, the same government is demanding taxes from them. And they are being penalized for taxes that they have not paid. And they were getting a tax amnesty for a further period of 9 months as the pending bills committee completes its work and money is processed for them to get paid so that they pay their taxes without paying penalties. And this would also have increased our revenues by close to another 30 to 40 billion shillings, besides being a relief to many of our business people. Unfortunately, Honorable Speaker, many of these business people now will have to contend with dealing with KRA because that tax amnesty came to an end on the 30th of June this year, and therefore they will not be able to enjoy that tax amnesty that was extended to them in the Finance Bill of 2023, and which we sought to extend to this year to next year around March by a further 9 months. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, our post-retirement medical schemes, Honorable Speaker, are also going to enjoy a saving by increasing, or rather, Honorable Speaker, we are to support savings by people who are saving in post-retirement medical schemes, again in an endeavor to encourage Kenyans to save. Honorable Speaker, today, many of us here, Honorable Speaker, the perfect example would be members of parliament, senior public servants who enjoy, and other people in the corporate world, who enjoy very lucrative or very rewarding or very good medical cover schemes when they're in employment. But upon retirement, they have no medical cover and end up suffering in destitution because of medical bills. And Honorable Speaker, we are giving people a limit, increasing the limit from 10 amount you saved in a post-retirement medical scheme. That, again, Honorable Speaker, is all lost under the Income Tax Act. But with that, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that we delete all those clauses. It's unfortunate because when Kenyans said reject, we rejected everything good and bad. I just took liberty to point out the good that we rejected, and it is now rejected, dead and buried, and I beg to move.
Honorable members, I now propose the question that clauses 1 to 2, that clause 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25, and clause 26 be deleted as recommended by His Excellency the President. It's the mood of the House that should put the question. Yes, Honorable Makali.
Wacha wewe, wacha tuongee bwana. Kwani si majority leader ameongea. Okay, thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Honorable Chairperson, I've listened to the majority leader, and what I thought we should just do, that even though we had some clauses would have helped Kenyans, Kenyans didn't say we do with this bill. Can he just say we agree with the President and delete those clauses without an explanation? I submit.
Okay, honorable members, I now put the question that clauses 2 to 26 be deleted as proposed. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next.
Provisions relating to Value Added Tax Act. Clauses 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35.
Mover, Leader of Majority.
VAT. Thank you, Honorable Chair, and I beg to move that the clauses as read out without repeating be deleted as proposed by His Excellency the President. Again, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair, allow me to just point out some of the good things that were in this bill relating to VAT. Because again, Honorable Chair, Kenyans were made to believe that there was VAT on almost everything that was being put on this bill. I remember, Honorable Speaker, at one point engaging with Kenyans, and a young lady told me that you guys are so heartless. You're even adding VAT to cancer drugs. And that was sold out there, and Kenyans believed it, that there was VAT on cancer medication. Far from the truth, Honorable Chair, there was not an amendment or any proposal in the finance bill dealing with cancer drugs or putting VAT on cancer drugs. What was there was the financing of cancer treatment to be absolutely free for Kenyans. That is lost today, Honorable Speaker. We had sought to zero rate locally assembled mobile phones, Honorable Speaker. And the benefit for zero rating locally assembled phones, Honorable Speaker, was to create jobs for young people in this country, besides encouraging local manufacturing and local assembly of phones in this country, Honorable Speaker. Kenyans are aware that there are coltan deposits that have been discovered in this country. Instead of exporting these minerals to other countries in the manufacture of mobile phones, we would have been using these minerals in Kenya to begin assembling and manufacturing phones in Kenya. There is a local mobile assembler called East Africa Devices Assembly Kenya Limited, Honorable Chair, who has assembled 400,000 phones in a period of only 6 months since they commenced, and they're employing 300 young Kenyans in that assembly line. It is those jobs that we sought to protect. It is those jobs that we wanted to protect by zero rating this local assembly to encourage other local assemblers to come up and create more job opportunities for young Kenyans. But that, Honorable Chair, is now dead. We are now conducting its funeral service to bury it. Honorable Speaker, there was VAT exemption to support recyclers involved in saving, or rather in environmental conservation, and we're exempting VAT on plant and machinery and equipment that is used in the construction of plastic recycling plants. Again, in this era of climate change control and mitigation, to ensure that anybody who wants to come and set up a recycling plant of plastics that are destroying our environment. If you look at Nairobi River today, it is a mass of plastics flowing down to Lower Eastern. Honorable Chair, this is what we sought to protect Kenyans from, to ensure that we can get Kenyans who can invest in recycling of plastics, not just to create jobs for young people, but also to conserve our environment. That, Honorable Speaker, is lost. Let me not belabor all the others because some are painful. Many of the huge savings under the VAT Act that we have lost, but they are lost, let us bury them.